My name's TAK Momyer. I come from Mount Washington. Some people know me as TAK, tall, awkward kid. I've been shooting. Last year I started shooting with a 1965 Konica Auto S2, and I just meant to carry it everywhere. I've carried it everywhere for a year now, and every March I get a new camera. And I just post everything I get online. I try to post one thing a day, sometimes 2 or 3, depending on how many photos I have. It could be the photos could be anything from friends to parties to events at Blasfome, lookbook shoots, slices of pizza, cheese curls in the snow, whatever. It doesn't matter.
What were some of your favorite places over the last year that you've had to shoot?
Yeah, some of my favorite places, I carry the camera with me everywhere. So, I've been to Chicago, New York, Ohio. The Ohio Valley is a really, really fun place to go to. Ohio Valley, I kind of grew up in the area. I know, the steel mills and stuff. A lot of my friends' dads and parents, and my dad worked in the steel mills. I even worked in the steel mills. I worked in the steel mills for a month, and I spent a good deal of time down there. And it's a huge part of my life, seeing all the steel mills and all the crap and death that's going on there. Everything's dying. So we go down to the Ohio Valley a lot and shoot just down Route 7, Mingo Junction, Weirton, Wheeling, and it's everything. Everything is dying, and it's absolutely amazing to photograph. And it's not going to be around much longer, so we try to go there as much as possible. Another real cool spot we'd like to go to, or we've been to once, Overholt Whiskey Distillery. I believe it started in 1800 sometime, and we walked for 2 hours through Fayette County, and we walked railroad tracks, found a bunch of dead headless snakes, a lot of weird river people.
Hold on. You probably need to clarify river people for people that don't know what a river person is.
We're just we're walking along the railroad tracks with parallel rivers, and there's just random fishermen. We got to the whiskey distillery, and for some reason there's this family of 8 children out in the middle of nowhere. The mom's out there half naked, and it was really fucking strange seeing these people out there in the middle of nowhere. And I got a few photographs of them, but they didn't turn out too well, so nobody ever saw the river people.
It's just a phenomenon, I think.
Yeah, it's a phenomenon.
For sure.
Yeah, they just hang out by the river and drink and fish and whatever. But yeah, the whiskey distillery was pretty sweet. It's 6 floors, ready to cave in any moment. We actually got to the 6th floor, and we waited out a thunderstorm up there, and the floors were cracking, and it was really, really unsafe. And we waited out this massive thunderstorm, lightning, thunder, torrential downpours, just in the middle of nowhere, middle of Fayette County, in a really shitty building.
Who do you generally go on these little trips with? I noticed that there's some reoccurring people.
Yeah, characters. Derelicts. That trip in particular was it was a good one because we're part of the Sunday Fun Day group. Me, Danny Devine, Case and Keys, and Diamond Joe Dirty Perry. But that trip, actually, Evan Sanders, another photographer that works with Blasphome, and Jules, they came out with us, and we walked and walked and walked. And Evan showed us around Fayette County, so. But mainly, it's me, Danny, Case, and Perry. We go out every Sunday, try to find a different abandoned building, or walk a set of train tracks, freights, graffiti, monikers, rivers, just Yeah, that's our Sundays. No football, no hangovers. Just walking around, exploring, taking photos.
Can you explain to us some of your relationships? I noticed that there's a bunch of Blasphome behind the scenes footage and things from some of the lookbooks that we at Blasphome put together. You've been a part of a lot of those with us, shooting second camera and behind the scenes footage with them and Evan. And sometimes I'm just blown away by the moments that you capture, because we're just so much going through the motions. I don't even see them really.
Yeah, it's like Evan. I met you guys through Evan Sanders. He's a photographer, and he was shooting all your lookbooks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he was always wanting to hang out, wanting to shoot photos. He's just like me, loving photos, and he would always bring me around to these lookbooks, and I think you guys let me stay just because I could photograph. I got all the behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, I shot all the behind the scenes stuff. Like I mean, it's all like split second. None of it was posed. Like whereas Evans were posed and you guys had like set goals in mind. Nothing I shot was posed, and I caught everything big capture. And I really like that. That's how I like to shoot. I like street photography a lot, but my difficulty in Pittsburgh is there not being many people out on the streets most of the time I go out. So I generally just throw that back at my friends. I mean, they could be walking around doing anything, and I like to creep on them. Some people say I'm really creepy in that way, but I'm not fucking creepy. I just so I can take pictures of people.
Who are some of the most interesting people you've creeped on in the last year?
Oh man, the Perry archives. Dude, I have so many pictures of that kid doing weird, strange things. Digging me in his belly button for lint. Perry, yeah. That's my dude.
What's the future of the project, and where can we see some more of the work at?
Yeah. Well, I got the new camera started March 10th. See that? Well, anyway, this started March 10th. I started shooting this March 10th, and everything I post, I started posting the photos from this July 10th, just a few days ago. So everybody's just now starting to see these. But this is a Canon A35F. All right, so I've taken a lot of places: New York, Chicago, Ohio Valley, San Francisco, and I'm actually moving to New York in 2 weeks. So after the Pittsburgh shots finish up, it's going to be all New York for a little while until I come back. Which I'll be back whenever I'm a visitor. Any Blasphome event, work clothes event, time home event, I'll try to come back. Yeah, that's the future. And everything can be found at Konica, KONICA65.com. Numbers.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.